As I prepare for a trip to New York City this week, it seemed only fitting that I would receive an email from an admirer in the Big Apple. This letter is from Jam M. It was love at first sight when I saw you on my TV screen in early 1996. You totally captured every deep desire in my 10-year-old body waiting to be unleashed through what would be the journey of my life. My mother was being abused by my stepdad at the time, and I escaped by going to the gym, which was 100% inspired by the twinkle in your eye. My heart was broken when you fell twice on your vault. I can't imagine how you must have felt, and I'm sure it still has its effects on you. How did you cope with that? What life lessons did you learn from this incredibly unpredictable event? I know this story has deeper meaning and will only continue to gain perspective as time goes on and history is recounted. Although it probably really is difficult to answer the question, I think it's important for most girls to know the answer because life often throws us off our game time and time again. Thanks for everything you'll never know you did for me. You have a special place in my heart, as so many people around the world do, I'm sure. What I know about success is that it can be isolating, and I could never imagine writing you this email in my adolescence. But I know now that we are all the same. Please know you have a friend in me. Come visit and have some fun in New York City. Jam, thanks so much for your question and also for your truly beautiful email to me. Thank you so much for that. That meant a great deal, and I really enjoyed reading your heartfelt message. So to answer your question, after I fell on my vaults in the team final competition, it was really difficult for me for a long time to watch those vaults. I felt badly about them because I felt guilty that I'd let people down. I wasn't perfect enough, and I knew I could stick those vaults deep down, so I was a little bit torn by what had happened. I really wanted the adults around me to have been proud of me. And of course, I wasn't offered any comfort during that time, which was a very difficult time. And I know the adults around me, many of them, my coaches included, had their own agendas, so comforting me wasn't in their first and top priority. As a 14-year-old, impressionable and young child, it would have been nice to have had that at the time. So I carried that guilt probably for a while. Today, I know in my heart that my vault score was enough to win the gold for the team. And it may not have been as large of a margin, but I realized this as we went on the post-Olympic tour in 1996, and I had people come up to me and continue to remind me that the team would have won with my vaults. And it really gave me a sense of confidence and reassurance that I did do my very best, and I should have nothing to feel guilty about and nothing to feel badly about. And I was part of a team that was historic. We will always be the first U.S. women's team to win Olympic gold. I was standing on the podium with a lot of Olympic legends, and it would have been great personally to land the vaults, but I was able to redeem myself a couple days later at the all-around finals, where I stuck my vault perfectly. And that was redemption for me, because that was the vault I knew I could do. Years later, I finally felt at peace with what had happened on my vaults. The struggles that I've gone through have only made me stronger, have made me realize that I don't want to grow old having a bitter heart, and I'm in a great place in my life where I can have that perspective about everything that has happened in my life and in my career. And I have so much gratitude for where I'm at, given where I've come from. And I choose to wake up every day and look on the bright side of things and be positive and optimistic. Even when life knocks us down, we gotta pick ourselves back up. And I think I learned that really early in life, and my vaults were kind of an example of when you get knocked down, how do you pick yourself back up? And for me, it took little by little, but I got there. Hardships really make us who we are, as much as it's hard to admit that. And nobody wants to go through those kinds of difficult challenges in their lives, but we all go through something. And how we come out of it and hold our head up high and move forward is what builds character. And at the end of the day, I have my family who loves me unconditionally, and that's all that matters.